Welcome back, everybody, to the podcast. My name is Steven, and I just ate some spicy dip, so bear with me. I'm kind of slurping right now because it's, you salivate a lot. I'm here with Lewis today. Say hi, Lewis.
Getting some audio.
Yeah. So we're doing that. I guess I have a couple stories today. I'll start off. I got a story about a guy named Lil Pine. Not Little, Lil Pine. He actually lives around us. So we live in Michigan. A lot of farm fields, a lot of corn, wheat, and weed. I will tell a story about that later today. Anyways, so this guy named Lil Pine, right? So I was at my job, and my boss was telling me about this guy named Lil Pine. He's about 2 towns over from where we're at. There's those slurps I was talking about. It's freaking spicy, dude. My mouth's on fire. I shouldn't have eaten this right now. Anyways, so this guy named Lil Pine, he's probably, I think my boss said he was 16 now. But anyway, everybody.
Does he work with you?
No, he does not. He's just, well, my boss was the one telling me about it, basically.
Oh, so you didn't even experience this?
No, I'm
getting a third-hand story.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Don't at me. Stop.
I'm getting ripped off. I'm getting hardcore ripped off.
Well, you can deal with it.
Action,
so, anyways, you can stop interrupting me now. So this guy named Lil Pine. Everybody in the town that he lives in is scared of this kid. He is 16 years old, and everyone is scared of him.
A weed
it's
story?
A small town. No, this is not the weed story. That's coming later.
Dang it.
So my boss was telling me about this kid. Basically, why everyone's scared of him is because he had a disagreement with a teacher, and he literally beat her to a pulp. Threw chairs at her and slammed chairs on her face and stuff like that. Yeah.
Wait, he's
crazy, dude.
He's 16
This
now?
was when he this was
ago?
when he was 10. 10 years old he did that. He's not big. He's probably
And he's not in prison.
No. I'll get to that later. So so this kid he's an absolute lunatic. He'll go up to people's houses. First of all, he's not that big or intimidating. Oh gosh.
There's that
spicy.
Also.
Whew. So anyways, this kid is not that big or intimidating. He's really skinny like us, Lewis, and he's probably, I think my boss said he was 5'9" or 5'10" or something like that. So by no means an intimidating figure for a kid, but
thick.
He's nuts. He lives with his grandma. His dad and his mom are both in prison. I don't know what his dad did, but I think his mom got on heroin and got caught. Heroin's a big thing in Michigan here. It's great.
Yeah, and
So this kid, my boss was telling me about some relatives he knew that moved in just across the street from Lil Pine. So this kid comes over to their house a lot, apparently, and just walks into their house straight in the front door, doesn't say a word, and just takes food. And he'll just literally come in and take food and just walk out, not say a thing. And so my boss, being the guy that he is, he's very old-fashioned in the fact that if someone were to do that to him, he would shoot the kid that came into his house. He totally would. So he's telling me He's telling me all these stories about how this kid's just a lunatic. Well, the other day he saw Lil Pine, and it was so funny the way he described this, because this guy I'm talking about, he's a little heavier set, kind of short, but he is just an awesome guy. So anyways, they're at
or Lil Pine. Your boss.
My boss. Yeah.
Your boss.
Lil Pine's cool too. Don't beat me up, Lil Pine.
Do you actually know Lil Pine?
I don't know Lil Pine. No.
Oh.
Nobody knows his real name apparently too. That's another thing.
You don't even know his name?
No, it's Lil Pine. Everyone calls him Lil Pine.
That's
what
your boss called him?
No. I just let me tell the story now. Let me tell the story. Okay, so anyways, this kid shows up at this ice cream parlor. They're going to get ice cream, and everyone gets quiet and they're starting to whisper, and then they're all looking at this kid and pointing at him while he's coming up. And my boss goes, "Well, what's everybody going on about?" He just says that to the whole crowd, And and his girlfriend's there, and she goes, "Shh, be quiet. That's Lil Pine." He goes, "Lil who?" No, he says little who, because the kid hates when he says little. It's not Little Pine, it's Lil Pine.
Wait, so he actually goes by Lil Pine?
Yes. That is what he wants to be called. Yes.
No wonder he's so crazy in the head.
I know. Not yet. No face stats.
No.
So this kid comes up to the ice cream stand, and everyone's like, "Oh, hush, hush." And Luke does not. My boss does not care. He's like, like, what's this kid doing? Why is everyone scared of him? And he's just saying it out loud. And the kid just kind of left after that. But no one will stand up to this kid. My boss talked to the local police in the area because he's like a well-known guy and it's a small town. So that's kind of the way it goes. You kind of know everyone. And so my boss talks to the police there, and he's like, "Why don't you do something about this kid? He literally goes into this party store, takes any of the food he wants, and has no, doesn't pay for it, and has no repercussion." Well, they go, "Oh, he's Lil Pine. We let him get away with it."
What?
How messed up is that? Yeah. I'm serious, dude.
What?
Yeah.
So he just straight up runs the city, and people are scared of this 16-year-old kid.
Well, yeah, and he's not big, he's not athletic, he's skinny, and he just runs the town.
This is around here?
Yeah.
Still does to this day? Not in jail?
To this day, no. He's
Why?
16 right now. I don't know. So my boss is like, "What the heck?" Obviously.
Yeah.
So he's like looking around for this kid, and apparently he's gotten a lot of dirt on the kid, and my boss is just kind of waiting for him to mess up, essentially. And then he's gonna act on it. Give the police a reason to. Yeah, right. So
he's on the head hunt.
Yeah, basically, dude, it's nuts. So that's the Lil Pine story.
Dude.
I don't understand how the kid can get away with all of it. It's absolutely nuts.
You're saying he's just walking into stores, grabbing a bag of M&Ms and walking out, and he's like, "Yo, see you, Karen." Yep.
He'll walk in. He won't say a word. He won't even look at the counter guy. He'll just go in, take his food, and leave.
They don't do anything about it?
No. It's so twisted. I don't know how he ever got away with that. It's nuts, dude.
What?
Yeah.
I would call absolute bullcrap.
No, it's 100%. This guy would not make up a story about this. Everyone knows him. I've heard from other people now, of people I know in the area. I don't know. He's still going to high school, and all the kids know his name, and like it's
and he goes by Lil Pine.
Yeah, everyone calls him Lil Pine because they know if they call him something else, they're gonna get beat to crap. It's
probably something stupid like Bernard.
Yeah, something.
Hey, yo, Bernard, I told you it's Lil Pump.
Okay, what's the whitest name? He's white. What's the whitest name?
Of course he's white.
Like, out of curiosity. Well, just out of curiosity, what is the whitest name you can think of?
I don't know.
Douglas?
I mean, Douglas.
Doug is pretty white.
But of course you see all these, like, you still got these athletes. There's got to be a Doug something out there.
Doug's probably pretty white.
Yeah.
Doug's pretty darn white.
I was thinking like Chuck, but I mean
Chuck Taylor.
Yeah, you got a couple. Even Charles Barkley, Chuck.
Yeah.
That came to mind. I mean, the funny thing is you've got these quote unquote white names, but you can always find exceptions. But you don't find a white guy with Tyrone or.
I know. That's what I was gonna say. The other way, it doesn't go that way.
I don't know. Maybe in Africa funny. You get it that way.
Tyrone. Yeah, so no, I don't get the wave of all this Lil stuff. Like, who was the original rapper that had Lil in his name? Was it Lil Pump?
No.
Or Lil Uzi?
Wayne? Lil Wayne, maybe.
It's been around that long, huh? I guess I never realized 2000s.
that. 2000s.
I don't get the whole wave. Like,
90.
I don't know. It's whack, dude.
Okay. I have ABC News
Uh,
in what year? September 21st, 2006. Let's see. The whitest boy names is Jake, Connor, Tanner, Wyatt, Cody, Dustin.
Tanner. Dustin, yeah.
The blackest boy names is Deshaun, DeAndre, Marquise, Darnell, and Terrell, and Malik.
There we go. Now we know.
ABC
gosh.
ABC News,
You learned
2006.
something. Well, good for them. They're putting out great content. What everyone wanted to know.
Yes. Oh my
hilarious.
gosh. So yeah. So we got this is our last week of summer
Summer, yeah.
vacation. We start college. It's weird, you know. I mean,
I know.
I guess it's only like a week earlier than high school.
Is that
they
it?
start-
I thought it was like 2 or
I think,
3.
Let's see. We start
I
26. They start. Did they start the 8th or the 9th or the 2nd of September?
I know they start the weekend after, or the weekend before, or sorry, the week after Memorial Day. So whenever that is.
What is Memorial Day?
I don't know.
May 27th, Labor Day.
Yeah, Labor Day, sorry. So the 27th they start. Yeah, they start 2 weeks after
No,
us.
that's May. September 2nd is Memorial Day or Labor Day.
September 2nd.
Yeah, so they start a week after us.
Oh wow, that's it. Huh? We get out way earlier, dude.
Mhm. 'Cause
That's
college is just 15 weeks of class,
Right.
and then you're done. You don't do these stupid PD days or half days.
Yeah.
And you just do it.
You get your classes done and you get out of there.
Yeah, right. I really like it because then you got like spring or Christmas is like almost a month,
A month, yeah.
and you don't come
Yeah.
back after Christmas with exams. You come back after Christmas and
know.
you're just new year, new me.
Yeah. New year, new me.
Mhm.
So what resolutions do you have, Lewis?
What do you
I mean, for me,
new school year resolutions.
well, no.
I still got
We can
some.
talk about that after. I was talking about New Year resolutions. It's never too early, people,
Mm.
to plan your New Year's resolutions.
just
I want to
straight
stop
up.
smoking. I'm gonna stop smoking
Smoking
12 packs a
crack.
day, and I'm gonna go to 3 packs a day, and an ounce of weed a day. That's my
I'm a-
cutoff.
I'm gonna
That's
start
what I'm-
smoking.
Oh, you're gonna start smoking?
Get cool.
Okay. Well,
The ladies love a good old cigarette.
they do, don't they? That smell is just
Mm.
attractive.
I cough every time I get near someone smoking. Walk by and just down by the Tridge the other day. Tunes by the Tridge, and it's all the lower class.
That's like a
people down
triple
there.
bridge. It's
Yeah.
like a bridge
Yeah.
party place for you guys.
It's
that
a
don't know.
3-way with the middle. Yeah. Anyway, but and they pull in like lower bands, like local bands. They're just doing like covers of songs. They're doing like old 80s songs and
Mhm.
stuff like that. And you're down there and everybody's smoking a cigarette. Like every 3 or 4
Yeah.
people, you get some homeless dude, and I'm just walking through the crowd, coughing up a storm, making eye contact.
Dude, I went to our fair and it was
I didn't
gross,
go this
dude.
year. I haven't
It
gone
was-
in like 3 years.
I went at big mistake. I went at 9:00. All the hicks were out, dude. Like all of them,
You see
every
Brenda?
single one. No Brenda. But like every hick kid you can imagine was there. So
Oh yeah.
it was gross, dude. I got sick. I normally don't get sick on rides, but I think it was
Did
a
you go
combination
with-
of
Did you go with your date or just?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were there and everyone was either smoking or vaping and it was just cloudy. It was
Yeah.
literally cloudy
Yeah.
because of all
bet.
that. And the flashing
feel like the
lights
time
and
to
just,
go
it
is
was
evening.
just yeah. Like a
Before they
5
shut
o'clock or
down.
something.
Yeah. Yeah. After dinner, head out
Mhm.
there. I feel like that's the prime time. I don't
Yeah.
know. I used to go with my grandma when I was young. I haven't gone.
Uh-huh.
I haven't had a real reason.
No, it wasn't fun.
Ride
The
your
only
sketch.
reason I went to was to go on a date. That's
Yeah,
basically
right.
it.
But yeah, ride your 2 sketch because they freaking transport it.
No, I know. They're
I
not
wouldn't-
even good either.
Mm-mm.
I
They
did not
can't
have
be.
a fun time. It was boring.
You go into the mirror room.
Yeah.
Mirror, not mirror,
Dude,
as these Michiganders
yeah,
would
Michigan.
say.
Me and my girlfriend went through it, and I let her go first, and she slammed her head on the glass 4 times. I would follow her, and all of a sudden I'd look to the side to make sure it's not a mirror, and I hear a big
Yeah.
boom, and it was her head on the window, and it was oh my gosh.
Dude, but scenes where they're like movie scenes and stuff like that are so dope. Like in Stranger Things, there's a scene in that, and from season 3, where like the Russians after him. It's like after Hopper, and it's just so dope. And then what's that movie with The Rock? It's kind of a remake of what's that other movie? I don't even know. Like Skyscraper from 2018.
I've never seen that. Is that new? That's new.
Yeah, a couple years old. It's a remake of I don't remember what movie. It's like super close to a movie that was already out, pretty popular movie.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, there's a scene where like there's mirrors up and The Rock like use it as just, and it's so dope. I don't know. I'm just kind of off on a tangent, but movie scenes.
Speaking
like
of
that,
Stranger Things, we just finished. I watched it with my girlfriend, and we just finished season 1. Wow,
we're so slow.
I
watched the
I
whole
know.
thing in 3 weeks.
I would
I
watch
watched
it.
season 3 in under 24 hours.
I'll tell you what though, it is really fun watching with someone. Like, I don't know, because like you can.
But you can't binge
you
it.
say, right? I know that's the thing
unless
sucks.
you guys both got time. But like I just, I woke up, watched a few episodes, went to work, watched a few more episodes,
grind
before
it
bed,
out.
watched a few more.
Well, I suppose it's about time for story number 2 from myself. I have a story about a local weed farmer. So I work for our county, so I'm always out basically in the country in cornfields. So my boss, same boss that had the little conflict with Lil Pine, he was out there, and he comes back one day. He goes, "You see those?" He was talking to the other employees. There's 3 other guys out there. He goes, "You guys see the tomato plants so and so has planted?" And I was like, "What? Tomato plants?" He goes, "Yeah, they're not tomato plants." I was like, "What? What do you mean?" Well, he's telling everyone that they're tomato plants, and they're definitely not tomato plants. I was like, "What are you talking about? What are they?" He goes, "They're hemp." So this guy, this farmer, has weed planted in his backyard, and it's like he's getting away with it. It's really, really, really tall. Tomato plants probably grow like 3 feet tall, if that. These things are just giant and dark green. And he's telling everyone, "Oh no, I'm just planting tomatoes and all that." You can smell it. It's weed.
Yeah.
It's so funny. He's not gonna get caught either. It's just
no.
so much of that.
So many high schoolers even have weed. How do you think it gets around? And
oh my gosh, I was driving by this one kid's house that I know he lives there, and because I recognized this truck, I was driving down at work.
High schooler?
And
or someone from our
high schooler, and holy cow, did his house reek! I had my windows down in my car, and I was doing 55 by his house, and I could smell it. He was on the other side of the road. I didn't see him, but I could just smell it, and it was like, holy cow.
I was on a mission trip from down in Pennsylvania, 8th grade year, and we went around and we were advertising for a VBS we were doing during the week. And we go in there, and we're just knocking on doors. We're going door to door, and this guy opens up the door, and we're like, "Hey, do you want this flyer?" And before he cuts us off, he's like, "Sorry, I can't talk. My friend just got his arm cut off. I need to help him fix it."
What?
And he slams the door in our face. We're like, "What the heck?" And then we had another
his
kid.
arm cut off.
Yeah, I was 8th grade year, and there's another kid with us from the area who we were working with his dad. So as the son was around us, he was about our age now, 18, 17. And he was like, "Yeah, that was weed. He's definitely stoned out of his mind right now." Just, and I was like, "What the heck?" And I didn't know what weed smelled like till then. That was the day I learned what weed smelled
then
like.
you know. Yeah.
It's got that.
You can just tell it's
skunky
off. Yeah.
smell.
It's not like what you'd normally smell. You can just it's not something. Yeah. I don't know. I just keep this thought just keeps kind of running through my mind every once in a while. I keep thinking about our environment and stuff like that, because
Save the turtles.
Well,
and a hoop and a hoop and a
what is that? What is this?
Visco girl. Do you even TikTok, bro?
Well, I watched TikTok, but I saw someone do it the other night. I was like, what the heck are they doing?
I think it's from TikTok, but it's like how the Visco girls laugh.
Wow. Yeah. No, but just our environment, because we don't have that many years left, do we? Like, the way that we're going. Regardless of global warming, whether you believe it or not, as far as natural resources go, right? Because fossil fuels and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Here, how many? Oops.
I think a good amount of it is propaganda.
I know. That's the thing. You can't trust everything.
I don't get too worked up
media.
about it, because a lot of it's just out of my reach, and
right.
And there's
it
a point
says oil
where
will run out in 15 years. Natural gas in 53 for oil. Natural gas in 54 and coal in 110.
Okay, tell me this then. We have electric cars that completely eliminate gasoline and natural gas, and Tesla's doing a great job at that, and Elon Musk is absolutely killing it, but the government is going really harsh on Elon Musk, and he's not allowed to put dealerships in so many places. Michigan's not allowed to have a Tesla dealership.
Yeah.
And he's getting all this crap for that. Why is, when he's finding these clean sources of energy, or a lot cleaner than gasoline, why is the government really coming at him?
But what charges the Tesla?
What do you mean?
What charges the Tesla? They have to burn natural gases or natural whatever to charge the Tesla, right?
Yeah, it's electric, but I think it's a big step
probably
closer
more
than gasoline.
Wow. And CO2 being released, I think it's a lot less.
Yeah, you're getting no CO2.
That is kind of weird. I never really thought of that, but they really don't support him.
No,
he's taxed extremely heavily, isn't he?
He's completely on his own for this, and I love Elon Musk. He's a freaking G, but the government doesn't have his back. So many people are coming at him, trash talking him, and and I want a Tesla. Tesla's my dream car.
I was listening to this awesome video the other day, and it was talking about, I completely forget what it was. It was so good. It was talking about how things you'd never imagine are reality now. I forget. It was a good video. Yeah, so kind of a serious episode today, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, a transition is that people really like, the government really likes to flex their power. So does campground hosts.
Okay.
Okay. So this is my little transition. Okay.
Yeah, that was good.
This weekend we went to the Upper Peninsula. We went camping, and a lot of the campgrounds up there you can't really reserve. It's just go up there, first come, first serve.
First come, first serve, yeah.
Yeah, and we really wasn't sure if we were gonna go. We all had kind of the weekend off, or like off work and stuff, so let's just do it. So we left here mid-Michigan around 4, so we didn't get up there till late. It was like 7, 8, and we
in the UP.
Yeah, so we get up. The first one's completely full. We're like, crap. Second one's completely full. Third one, we find one empty spot. So we get in there. It's getting dark. We set up our tents, and we pretty much just go to bed. And it's rustic too, no electricity and stuff. But that's kind of besides the point. The camp next to us, they have a double lot. So they've got a bunch of tents up, and it's like a family reunion type thing. You can tell, but they're being loud, like till 3 a.m. There's a group of guys who were drinking, and they were kind of loud, but it was all right. It was raining too. That kind of quieted them down. But they were a little annoying, but I was like, okay, whatever. We were in tents, so we could hear them pretty clear. So they were pretty annoying, but we're like, okay, whatever. So the next day, we get out, we leave, we go drive around the UP, check out some parks, some landmarks, just, checked out a ghost town and whatever. We get back, we start a fire for dinner, and the freaking camp host comes in, and oh, you got a fire started? And my dad's like, yep, and he's kind of poking at the fire, and he has a piece of paper with a highlight section. I'm sitting on the opposite side, so I could see the highlight through the paper. He's like, read this, and my dad looks at it. He's like, what am I looking at? And it says, you can have a camper or 2 tents on a spot, and we had 3 tents on the spot, and because my parents had one, and then my sisters had a little one, and me and my brother had a little one. So, and my dad was like, you're seriously going to make us take this down? And he's like, yes. And then he just kind of awkwardly walks away. And it was just the stupidest flex of a rule, though. Because I get why the rule's there. if you have like a big group of people on one site, but it was clearly just the one family, you know, my parents and us 4 kids,
right.
you know.
It's not like you guys were having 10 times.
And so we're sitting there, we're there the night before. The neighbors are being loud all night, you know. And then the next day we get yelled at for having 3 tents up. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So my dad's like, whatever. So we leave it. We leave the tents up and we eat dinner and then we go down to the beach. And we go down to the beach and we park at the campsite. It says $4 parking down by the beach at the campsite because it was a little bit of a drive away, a little bit of a walk. So we drove. And so we're like, yeah, we're not paying. We're staying here. We go down to the beach for like 20 minutes, and then we come up, and they've got a little ticket thing in our window to pay $4. And my dad's like, oh, no. So we take it back. He throws it in the fire, and then we look on the down by the end of the thing. There's that same piece of paper highlighted, two tents only on a site. He re-put it on the thing to reinstate it. And it was like, oh. So then we once again grabbed that, and I was like, screw this. So we kind of, I don't know, probably not. But we just kind of kept the tent up until it was getting dark, and the guy kept driving by. And one time he drove by, and I started taking it down. I gave him a little wave, and all of us gave him a little wave, and it was like, I don't know. It kind of salted my bucket a little bit.
Yeah,
it's
no,
like,
I get that. That's whack.
It's not. I feel like it's not one of those things that I don't know. We weren't being the loud ones,
right?
And we're the ones getting yelled at. And can't post, be flexing.
That's actually really funny.
It was a
that would make me very upset though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but other than that, it was a pretty chill weekend.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So, yeah. So what are we sitting at? We're around.
At about 37 minutes here. We got 15 more.
Sitting around 40. So, I started way early.
I have an idea. Let's talk about YouTube and stuff like that, because we have kind of some unique things, I guess. I've always done YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah, all like kinda, 8 or 9 year channels.
Yeah, like 8 or 9. So most recently
I've had a good handful.
Yeah, most recently I've done mainly one big channel. It's like a fishing channel, and I've actually done. I've had mild success. I mean, it's not.
You call that success?
Well, I would, because YouTube is freaking impossible.
I would too.
It's at about 255 subs.
Are you that high already?
Yeah. Well, after 2 years. So I mean, it's
I thought you were more like 200 though.
No, I mean it's an accomplishment, but it's nothing crazy. But
I
always just right. I know, and that's the thing, is that you go on YouTube, you don't look up fishing stuff. So, anyways, that's what I figured. I figured, hey, I got all this great computer equipment. I'm gonna start just messing around. So I really toss and turn with like whether or not to get more content out and have it be a little worse, or just to spend a lot of time working on content and making it amazing and then releasing it. Because what I've seen, a lot of, say, this is my experience from fishing YouTubers, a lot of the people that have had a little bit more success than me are posting more often. Of course, their videos aren't nearly the quality that mine are. Not to say that mine are
pretty
perfect.
Heavily edited, though.
Right, I know, and I do spend a lot of time.
Music, you've got the
and I make sure I catch a lot of fish, and I make sure it's a good video. There's people out there, right? And there's people out there that will post their videos, and it's literally them going to the same spot every single time and maybe catching one fish.
And where they got 1.1K subs?
Well, they're way ahead of me. Way ahead. Like I started at around the same time as these channels, because I wrote down a couple of channels just to see where they progress and what they're doing and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. They're at like 5.5K. One's at 150K right now. So
started around the same time.
Yeah. So that's where I struggle. When I was on the grind, I was posting once a week. I was fishing every single weekend and posting on that Sunday.
Where are they located? Like,
I don't know. There's
I wonder if that could have some
kind of the Midwest. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if you're doing more,
I've fished extremely popular waters.
Yeah,
that people are looking up. I've
done
all that. Yeah, I've done it all. You know, so it's not like I'm not doing that. But anyways,
Right.
point going back to the gaming channel, I wanted to do like a gaming channel along with the podcast because I think it kind of relates because we will talk about like video games and what's popping there and stuff. So what I debate is saying, you know what? I could play for even an hour a night and get a video out every other day pretty darn easily.
Right.
That would not be hard at all. Or even I could do every day if I wanted to. But I think I'd burn out. Would it be better to do that, or would it be better to come up with more unique ideas? Because I feel like YouTube is such a luck-based algorithm. No one has been able to figure it out that you want as many videos out there as you can get.
The only thing that has a worse algorithm is TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok, you can be staring at the screen for 30 seconds and
holy cow. Yeah. I don't know.
No.
But point being, like, what do I do? You know, I think it's a good balance. Obviously, you want to have some quality if you are posting every day.
You've got a couple choices. I'd say one of them is you do like almost like a Meltzer Menace where you like just record or stream and then post that type of thing, where it's just with
highlights, basic highlights.
Yeah, right. Or you do kind of, which is kind of similar to what you're saying, where you post almost every other day, but it's a lot of just doing it. Or you do more like guys like Fits and some of the Misfits guys, where almost you don't post as much, where maybe you post once a week or something like that, but where you play an hour a day, let's say, and then it take more editing, of course, and you play for Monday through Friday, and then you for an hour, and you grab those 5 hours of footage, and then mash it up into one 5-minute video.
But does that apply to comedy only? Because what they're doing, the reason why they don't post more often is because they take the funny points, and I think that's what I'd obviously go for in my channel. Is that funny side, because I'm not a pro.
The difference of games too, because like Fortnite, that can be, if you notice, I mean, they did Fortnite when it was popular, because that's going to get views back when it was popular, but they do stuff like, they play game, I guess they do play a lot of CSGO, but half the time they're not even playing, they're goofing around, and that's what gets shown. Goofing around in like pre-game or even during game, saying stupid stuff, having dumb conversations. Or the big thing is VR, when they're just in a VR game screwing around.
No, I think if you're starting a YouTube channel and it's going to be gaming, you need to stay away from Fortnite. As Minecraft. Much fun as it might, honestly, dude, I think almost any game is going to be better than Fortnite, because there is so many good players, and there's people that are already popular, already established. It's almost impossible to get views.
People don't want to watch Fortnite anymore.
I know.
I mean, it's just been there, done that. Right. And you know, Minecraft is low key on the rise. Like I've been playing with my little brother, and I'm like, dang, I'm hardcore enjoying it. You know, the thrill. You're going to a cave, you find lava and diamonds, and it's like, oh, you know, the nostalgia, and it's there. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
it's just hype. It's hype.
Right, and I don't know.
The other thing is, because on my end too, I mean, if you want to play with people, of course, you've got a good amount of people on PC out there. I'm a couple guys, but then like if I want to be involved, it's got to be some sort of cross-play game,
right?
Through Xbox, or because I don't really have a good PC, so and that also could limit down.
I know. Yeah. That's like, what game do I even play? I have
GTA,
games but it's like, what do you do in GTA? You know, it's everybody's already seen that. You know.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start, and I really don't want to spend more money on games. That's something I've never really done, and that's why Fortnite is kind of appealing to me, is because it's free, and that's why it's appealing to so many people.
A couple of games is 2 games. Minecraft, you'd have to be very creative. The content would have to be very much vocal in what you're saying, or do stupid stuff instead of just, all right, gonna go mining, and you got to be creative. And another game similar to that would be a Sea of Thieves, which I played some of that, and that can be
is that one
crossplay?
funny.
Yes, it is.
That's on the Microsoft Store, right?
Pass. Yeah, it's on the Game Pass actually. If you were to,
I don't think it's on Steam.
No, it's on the Microsoft Store because it's an Xbox exclusive.
I heard Sea of Thieves is like way better now. I watched a video on it.
Yeah, because it's on the Game Pass. It's on the Xbox
Holy
Game Pass.
Christopher!
What?
$50.
Is it 50?
That's the anniversary. What do you get in the anniversary?
I have the anniversary, but it's in the Game Pass. I don't know. I think it's
yeah.
in the,
It said it.
I think it's in the
just
PC
console
Game
only.
Pass.
It says
But
included with Game Pass, and it says included with Xbox Game Pass for console. I don't know.
Dang. Okay, let me see.
So what happens in Sea of Thieves? Like what's the?
It's very open world. Like you at this little island, and I played with a few random people. I heard it's a ton of fun if you play with someone. And it wasn't that fun. A couple of guys wouldn't even talk. I talked with one kid, and but you've got this little area, and then I didn't play too much, of course, because and then you kind of have access to the ship, and you can go around and open up the wind thingies, the sail, and take off and drive it and take it around. There'll be other people with the other ships, and it's a game that I could very much see. Yeah, it's only on. Oh wait, no, that's not it. I could very much see it being kind of like Minecraft, where you'd have to be a little bit creative, but you could really have fun with it, I think.
No, I think one of the keys to game success these days is going to be the cross compatibility, and I'm really hoping that next gen consoles are able to do that. I can't wait until it's standard that Xbox is played with. That's going to be awesome. It really is.
I mean, even there's a handful of games.
It's getting there, I'd say for sure. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, because I even just looked at a website, full cross-platform. The only ones that are full cross-play right now for all three major devices, PS4, Xbox, and PC, is Fortnite, Dauntless, and Rocket League. And technically I have all three of those. Minecraft is everything but PS4. Ark Survival Involved, I have that in the Astroneer. That's a fun game.
What's that one? Oh yeah.
It's kind of like a Minecraft. You're on a planet.
Yeah,
it's Minecraft like. That's Xbox to PC.
It's like I don't know basically how much a dumbed down what is it? The one where you fly from planets and stuff, and it's super boring. What am I thinking of? The one that came out a few years ago, and there's been a few updates, but no one likes it still. You fly
idea.
No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky. It's basically a dumbed down version of that, isn't it?
Yeah. So Astroneer.
But
I don't know. I don't know how much that is. That's crossplay at least. I haven't played much of it though.
Yeah. No, because I think one of the things that I would want to do
NBA Playgrounds 2.
What?
NBA Playgrounds 2.
Right.
I got that. That's like $10. Yeah.
So I could get it for like $18 off of eBay.
Roblox.
Oh yeah, right. Gosh. I found that game before it was popular. I'm just saying, like way before.
Roblox is another thing though that I wouldn't be surprised if you got on there and like screwed around or something like that. You got a couple guys, and that's something I could run it on my computer too. That runs on Windows XP.
Is Apex Legends cross compatible?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah,
No.
It's not. That's right. There was rumors and it never.
Yeah,
I don't know. Just something to think about though, because I really don't know what to do with the algorithm.
Right.
I think a good balance is good. Maybe 2 uploads a week if I could pull that off somehow. I think, heavily edited with sound effects, making it funny. Recording one day, editing for 2, basically that type of thing.
Yeah. Right.
But I don't know. I don't know if I fully committed towards it because one thing
then
you hear everybody say with YouTube is to not treat it as a job and to just have as much fun with it as you can, and that really is the truth.
And the other thing is, you say that now, school starts up next week. There's gonna be those days where you have.
But the thing is, I'm out of class at 12.
Bunch of stuff due. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying though there'll be days though where maybe you don't treat your time right. I don't know. Me personally, I big procrastinate. I'm a big procrastinator, and I'll set things aside for a couple of days, and I've got a big essay due tomorrow, and then this math homework due the next day, and a math exam coming up, and
I think
you'll have those weeks
right
where you're not.
I don't
want to
commit to an upload schedule because that's when it becomes a job.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's not the way YouTube should be, especially when you're starting out.
Mm-hmm.
Because
and sometimes with video games too, is that sometimes you just don't have the energy, you don't have the gameplay there, and you can't just sit down for an hour and boom, you got something.
Right.
Or sometimes with a podcast, gold. Sometimes you sit down for an hour and you just talk, and sometimes you can get really something out of it. Well,
right.
It can take more. I don't know. I guess you just figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, I think YouTube is
success
so fun.
is a lot too.
Say that again.
Success. If you start getting views.
Oh yeah.
That's when you're like, oh yeah, and then you start making a little bit more time for it. But if you sit there and you're like, oh, I really don't want to go play. I'd rather sit here and watch TikToks, and then go and record and try to be a little bit energetic because I'm not feeling it today. But if you look there and you've got your last video got a couple hundred views,
that's like, dang, let's get this video done.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's completely the way
you're constantly getting 0 views. That's what killed all my stuff. Is that I'm like, yes, 6 views. My mom, my dad, and my 4 friends.
That's why I stuck with my fishing channel. To be completely honest, my first video got like 100 views, I think, in the first night or the first day. And it was like, dang, like I thought, wow, you know, it's that little bit of encouragement, you know.
A bunch of other little channels throughout the years.
I think that's why I kind of stuck with it because it was the first one to actually like do well, you know.
Yeah, actually get attention.
Yeah. And
that's what makes a difference.
I'm not saying I'm going to stop that channel because I legitimately do enjoy making those videos, and I do have a ton of fun with that. Because I think one thing would be cool is to look back and see all the fish I've caught and the awesome times, to be completely honest.
Check out Try It Outdoors on YouTube.
Check out Try It Outdoors.
YouTube.com/.
See, I feel like my name is
do you
kind
have
of
that?
whack. I do.
You have that, right? Okay.
I do have that.
You got the URL.
YouTube.com/Try It Outdoors. That is my channel. If you want to see my face.
Subscribe.
I am not single. Sorry, ladies. I know my voice sounds very attractive. No, but I think that's about it for this episode. Unless if you got something else.
Yeah. No.
It's the first episode of the podcast here. I thought it went pretty well. We actually recorded one before this, and it was horrible. I can be completely honest.
Yeah. Overthought it.
Yeah. Right. I mean, I think podcasts just have to be talking because those are the ones that are the best. And I think we did a lot better job this time. Let me know in the 5-star reviews what you guys thought of the podcast. But you have to rate it 5 stars to be able to comment.
What is this going up on?
This is going up on Spotify eventually. It might just take a few weeks to confirm that. And then from there,
we might plop it up on YouTube.
We'll probably do YouTube. Might as well.
Throw a backdrop and having,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so I guess that's it.
No video. Not yet.
Not yet. Not until we get like, I don't know, our first like 5 million plays or something. It'd probably be like a week
face
or
reveal.
So. Yeah.
See, you already got your face reveal. Try Outdoors, but me.
Right.
I'm like
Lewis, he's a good-looking man. Ladies, he is single. He is
single?
very well.
Muy singleso.
So.
Yeah, hit me up. How are we ending this?
I don't know. This is.
That's the hardest, awkwardest part.
Bye.
Love ya. Bye.
Oh, bye. Oh, love you.
Oh.
Bye, Dad.